Hey, what's up you guys? After Reacts here, and today I'm going to be reacting to some more of the 100. This is season 3 episode, what is it? 7. So, yeah, let's go over the comments from last week's episode. This episode was frustrating for me. I hate that Bellamy got this storyline because originally it was supposed to go to Raven and Wick. Really? Okay. But since the stuff with Wick's actor happened, they must have chosen Bellamy for it instead, because I guess in the writer's eyes, it makes sense. It makes more sense with the hostility Bellamy had for the Grounders since they landed. The trauma and PTSD he's faced because of the Grounders, so he's perfect person to choose for this with all that he's been through and experienced at the hands of the Grounders, despite befriending Lincoln during those 3 months. Which hurts me, honestly, because I could see Bellamy being really close to Lincoln because he's Octavia's love, and Lincoln makes Octavia happy, so despite understanding Bellamy's words in front of Lincoln and Kane, just makes me utterly sad. Yeah. Here comes the Balak angst that I never enjoy every time I see it, because it always pulls at my heartstrings. I understand why Bellamy is angry at her, because he came to get her and she rejected that and just said, "I'm sorry." I know he's trying to be tough when he says to let her try, but it's stupid, and even I admit that. I completely disagree when he says this is who I have always been, because deep down Bellamy is a good man with a good heart, and with what's going on right now that is clouding his judgment, grief, trauma, and maybe even PTSD. I do also know it was wrong for him to say, "I won't let anyone else die for that mistake," after he and 9 others just had killed innocents. But when he says, I believe he's talking about about his people in this instance, though we know what would happen if Lexa chose to attack Arcadia. Yeah. This whole storyline is so frustrating. I don't like Pike. He can just, you know what? He can grab a pike and stick it up his pike. Whatever. It completely aches my heart when he says, "You need me," followed by, "You left me." Because that's what she did. She left him all alone, having to deal with looking after their friends, but also dealing with his mental health too. The torture he endured when he first went into the mountain, hanging upside down and being drained for his blood. Oh my god, that was rough. Having to keep everyone safe inside the mountain, pulling the lever with her, and dealing with all of that alone, plus with the nightmares he was probably having about it all. I know it's wrong for him to say people die when you're in charge, when he just helped kill people, but at the same time, he's not wrong either, as she let that missile bomb ton DC, especially Octavia. She makes that with Lexa, who then betrays her and leaves them to die and kill everyone who helped him and trusted him, like Maya and her dad Vincent. Yeah, man, it's rough. I'll tell you that. It's made worse when she tries to apologize and says she knew she could leave because they had him, but he was only an excuse, as there was only so much Bellamy could have done for everyone during those 3 months, especially because he would have put them before himself. Even it caused him to be exhausted and even took a heavy toll on his mental health, even when he would have been dealing with so much already. Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like Clark wasn't really thinking about his mental health and the things that he went through, because obviously she didn't really see what happened with him, so I guess she never really considered it. Then Gina came along. They got to know one another off screen, who helped him through all of it when he needed it, even if the show didn't outwardly show that, because she just shows up out of the blue after a time jump. But I believe that he loved her and she loved him, and they both loved each other. Maybe. I mean, I didn't get to see it, so I can't really. I love the tender moment between Bellamy and Clark, looking at each other, holding each other's hands, until Bellamy cuffs her to the table. Yeah, fucking what the hell, dude? And it's just like, oh, god damn it. There, I know he's trying to do the right thing in his mind and cuffing her, so he's protecting her from herself and taking her to Pike until she shocks him with the baton, which hurts me every time I see it. It just feels so rude for him to do that. I don't know. Clark staying in Arcadia wouldn't have stopped anything. Clark only had power within Arcadia because Lexa gave it to her. Lexa listening to Clark and basically ignoring Abby and Kane, and then later assigning her warriors to back up Clark are the only reason she had power. Prior to that, Abby wasn't willing to listen to anything she said. Fair enough. Yeah, no, okay. Clark didn't have any power over the adults. They even left her at the door of Mount Weather when she didn't want to give up. I still don't get why Bellamy handcuffed Clark. I get that she is allied with Lexa and the Granders, but so were Kane and Abby. Pike didn't lock them up. I assume it has something to do with, like, her making the deal to be part of the 13th clan, and I don't know, something. I don't know. Chancellor is a title people don't lose when someone else takes office. They just lose the power that the title gives. It's like the President of the United States. There are 5 living presidents in the US right now. Okay, I didn't know that. I gave plenty of reasons defending Bellamy in the last reaction. All my comments are based on where the story is currently. I won't defend or bash someone based on future knowledge. Bellamy in this episode went way too far. Not about to defend him. He is pushing all of his Mount Weather guilt off onto Clark because he can't handle it. I loved Miller helping here. I could see the anger in your eyes when he walked up acting like he hated the Grounders. I was so happy he was actually helping them. Me too! Yes. We need to have people that help. We can't have everyone just be part of stupid fucking Pike. This is the second insanely stupid decision by Lexa. The first was her bargain at Mount Weather that made her look weak. Clark isn't wrong in continually fighting. Isn't wrong that continually fighting is a horrible way to live. Lexa wasn't in the best position to change things right now. You have to be smart when you have to change long-standing Yeah. So the thing is, you absolutely could have made this decision if you hadn't already made yourself look weak at Mount Weather. Yeah, whatever. That's what I think. Oh, okay. The second episode has a lot of comments. Okay. How you guys going? You good? You good? You good? Okay, cool. Monty's mom has got to be running for the title of worst parent in this series. Seriously, it sucks to be Monty right now. The place where he lives is run by a dictator, his mum is more than willing to kill kids, and his best friend wants to do nothing but self-destruct. Yeah. Sadly, not the worst mother I've seen in TV or in real life. But not very good mother, no. Congrats on the village for poisoning the soil. If it's not too toxic, maybe they can just move back in. Although they might have to rebuild a few buildings and invest in an extra smokehouse in case they need to rely more on the meat than plants now. Except that you can't use meat for medicine. Well, I guess the village healer will just have to put up a poster announcing that he's hiring an apprentice. Job duties include, but are not limited to, gathering medicinal herbs, dodging bullets, and cauterizing wounds on self. If you're alive after 30 days, your raise includes 1 extra slice of jerky per shift. Oh, okay, right. This one is not broken up into paragraphs, so I might struggle here. Okay. It's crazy because Pike has the right ideas for what they need, but is going about it the wrong way. They need to be able to defend themselves from the Grounders because they have shown that some of them will break the coalition and start shit to survive long term. They do need good quality farmable land that is defendable too. But how Pike is going to obtain those things is wrong. Abby wanted Kane to be in charge, but it was Kane that demanded the election. Yeah, my bad. Pike used the anger and fear from the Ice Nation attack to sway things his way. I think the best they from them would be to have a treaty and have Clark back instead of becoming the 13th clan. It didn't matter if they were the 13th clan or not in order for the Ice Queen to enact her plan. And I don't think Clark had any influence on Lexa's choices to kill her or put Rowan in charge. The Ice Queen was the only one who wanted Clark dead, so with her gone, a treaty between the Grounders and the Ark and One-Hater's home, odds are nobody would have attacked them again. I feel like Bellamy's mind state is because he has lost more friends to the Grounders, but mainly he's just angry because Clark left and chose to stay in Polis. Okay. I think it's crazy how everyone says the Ark wouldn't be able to win against the Grounders. Season 1, with the right plan, 81 teens killed 300 with very little materials and not much knowledge of the terrain or how Grounders operate. Yeah, fair. Yeah, no, yeah. You're not wrong. Just now, 10 people with the right plan and more knowledge, they killed another 300. They took a lot from Mount Weather, so I'm guessing they took weapons too, because I've seen them with different weapons than they've been using in season 1 or 2. The adults with better knowledge of war and strategy, more weapons, they know the land and how Grounders fight. More materials and better defenses at the camp would be able to do enough damage to really matter with the right plans. Not saying this is the right thing to do, but it's possible. Sleeping with Clark must be amazing because Finn did it and fell in love and lost his mind. Lexa did it and changed. They didn't sleep together, I don't know what you're talking about. And changed a decade. Well, I guess kissing Clark would be the proper term here because I think they've only shared one kiss. Decades-long tradition and belief system that is not a single one of the people. Sorry. Lexa did it and changed a decades-long tradition and belief system that is not a single one of the people she leads agree with and will probably get her killed. Maybe. I don't know. Abby was going to give leadership to Kane, but Kane wanted an election. Yes, you guys, stupid. This season is doing a great job at world building. I love it so much. Pike is pretty much the only thing I don't like about season 3. Everything else has been great so far. Yeah, screw Pike. He sucks. I just need to breathe for a moment. That was a lot of reading and there's still more to go. Alright. I know Bellamy is thinking he thinks that he knows what he's doing. Has to be... I need to sneeze. Sorry. I'm a mess today, I'll tell you. That's gone. Alright. I know Bellamy is thinking he thinks he knows what he is doing has to be done, but he's really not, and that is the most frustrating. Despite knowing his mindset and all the things going through his head at the moment, but that doesn't justify his actions at all. I want him to be better and be a man that I know he is deep down inside, but he's lost and he's blinded, which is making him do horrible and shitty things despite him clearly showing moments of knowing what they're doing is wrong, but submitting after Pike makes some kind of point. He tries to defend and protect Octavia from Pike, but then figures out it's Kane because he knows Kane is the one behind it all. I'm starting to really believe that Bellamy is your favorite character in the show, which makes me ask the question for everybody watching. Who's your favorite character in the show? And if they haven't been introduced, just say my favorite character hasn't been introduced. Don't say their name. Do not say their name if they've not been introduced. Just say that they haven't been introduced yet. But tell me, who's your favorite character in the entire series? I'm curious. It is really sad when Jaha forgets Wells. Yes, I agree that Wells would be that pain for him, but it's still fucked up that the chip is not only eliminating pain, but is also eliminating memories as well. Yeah, it's really fucked up. That's when you know something's wrong. I agree with Clark choosing to spare Emerson, because what would killing someone really achieve in the long run when instead you let that person live with what they've done and let that haunt them for the rest of their lives. Hopefully he doesn't come back and screw them over though. Emerson will be haunted with that, and also be haunted by the fact that he's the last of his people. Monty, I hate your mum. She's fucking evil. I'm guessing you take after your dad, which sadly is dead, so that's no good. Pike said that the loss of Mount Weather's resources, Arcadia would be starving within a year. If you remember when the Grounders showed up to the train with Sky Crew last season, the Sky Crew had no food. Oh, I didn't remember. Sorry. Indra and her Tree Crew warriors went out and hunted food for everyone. Okay. Well then why can't we hunt food? Don't be shy. The water they were testing at the beginning of the episode was to find where the best place for them to plant crops would be. That happened to be where the village was, and the other farmable near land is occupied, so him wanting to attack the village and take their land actually makes sense. He brought this on himself though. Had Sky Crew been allied with the rest of the Grounders, Lexa would have probably set aside some land for them to farm. This is true. This is true. Pike is so focused on one enemy that he's ignoring everything that Jaha is doing. He doesn't even know about Ali. Oh. Okay. So I can kind of understand that the AI that nuked the entire world won't be a problem though, right? I'm I'm getting really unsettled about that. I'm not gonna lie. I think Jasper's in so much pain that he doesn't care about red flags. He just wants to stop hurting. But if you stop hurting, you'll forget Maya. Just saying. Yes, you did explain what connection you saw with One Hater and One Head, but again, not where my mind went. Okay. Nice try with the joke fruits, blaming it on your accent, but the pronunciation of Lena doesn't sound anything like Lillian. Even if you went all and tried to fake the thickest Aussie accent, you couldn't even sound close. You called her Lena, yet absolutely wrecked. Remember when you didn't recognize Stargirl? This episode is frustrating to watch. So many things wrong with it. Arcadia killing Grounders, Jaha coming back with his miracle drug. Yay, drug story. Bellamy being a total fucking dumbass. Every time Clark convinces Lexa into being merciful, she makes Lexa seem more weaker. Yeah. I'm amazed the Grounders still keep her as the commander. I assume that they have to because of her, like, blood thing? I don't know. Surely there must be something special about her. The blood thing, right? I don't... given that they've lived on a space station for 150 years, they must have had the ability to grow stuff up there. I highly fucking doubt that they wouldn't be able to grow stuff at Arcadia. True. How do you have farmable land up there? If you have farmable land up there, why can't you just bring it down here? Why do you need to go somewhere to occupy land? Sure, maybe what tech they had to grow stuff is broken or whatever, but they have Raven. And probably a bunch of other engineers. Fix it. You bring up a good point. So, you're a bit confused why Marcus said his idea to hold the election because you thought it was Abby. So was I, but we're right to be confused. I went back to 303. Abby tried to give Chancellor Pin back to Marcus, which he should have accepted. Marcus said that it should be up to the people, which is really rough because technically it should be Kane in charge anyways, because that's who Jaha put in charge, right? And then he gave it to Abby, and she was just like, I'm gonna keep this for the time being and do nothing. And then Abby says word for word, well, then let's hold an election when we get back to Arcadia. It wasn't just Marcus who came up with the idea. It was both of them. Actually, the thinker is right. The situation is very similar. Not everyone in Mount Weather wanted Sky Crew dead. It was the action of a few that got them all killed. Pike and his group of idiots attacked the Grounders, and now innocent Arcadians could lose their lives. So, taking this miracle drug makes you forget certain things, like if you lost someone that you love. You don't even remember them anymore. I can see why Jasper wants the drug. What? I'm sorry, but even if I was, like, hurting so much over the person that I love getting killed, there's nothing in this world that would make me want to forget them. Because their memory is what keeps them alive. And you. That's really fucking lame. Let's move on. Clark kept preaching how Lexa should be merciful. It was pretty obvious that she wasn't going to kill Emerson. She'd have been a huge hypocrite if she had. Yes, absolutely agree. Sure, maybe if Octavia hadn't warned the Grounder camp, it's good she did though, perhaps then Pike's idiot Scrippies wouldn't have died. But then again, maybe they would have. Pike is spinning this shit real hard and Bellamy is falling for it. Yes, Bellamy, can you be smart for once? Be smart, please. Same fruits, Pike, this Jaha bullshit, Bellamy being a total dum-dum, and not in the fun kind of way. This has been quite an annoying season so far. Okay. Well, we have an episode to get into. Let's get into it.
I don't know anything more about Clark, alright?
Forget about Clark.
People really love Murphy,
I remain certain
but
that
I
Becker
can't
went
help
into
but feel like
space.
he feels
Unfortunately, it
like his
appears that
side
she
of the
wasn't
story
on
at the
any of
moment
the
just
12
feels very
stations that
unconnected
made
with
the
everything
But there were
else.
supposed to be 13. Now you've had time to think. Shall we continue our conversation about this?
I already told you everything I know the first 10 times you asked
What
me.
you told me doesn't make any sense. How did a sky person come to be in possession of our most holy symbol?
Holy? It's a corporate logo.
Wrong. This is the sacred symbol of the commander to whom I've dedicated my life. Now, how did you get it?
Again. Jaha gave it me.
This would be Chancellor Jaha.
Yes. He told me it was the key to the City of Light, and that if I swallowed it, the woman in red would take me there.
The woman who's not a woman.
Yeah, that's right. She's a computer program. But I get that's hard for you to grasp considering you pray to garbage. No offense, obviously.
Tell me more about this computer program that ended the world.
I don't have any details. Okay, on the Ark, they just told us it was countries, politics.
Big surprise, they were wrong.
Science log day 128. The AI basal control module continues to malfunction. Twitching again. I thought I had that under control.
Namekeeper Don Suega. Clean be like Osir Nagasenin.
Titus, what is this?
Something you need to hear, Hedda.
Octavia.
Lord, I hasta min clean. Onarisha press sim tame heda. I like Semet. Country crew. And I come up hasta rightness.
Go yo clean. Chamada you don't sis up Octavia come sky crew gon honon.
Am like hold on come war, heda. Don gay leader, na sinin. Krypton de come omon crew.
What crimes? What happened?
Sky Crew attacked their village because their warriors were lost when your people massacred the army we had sent to protect you. Their village was defenseless.
Beja heda. I beja you down. Go to Sir clean.
I don't think so, dude.
Juice drain, juice down. How dare you bring this to me on Ascension Day?
I did not bring this here, Hedda. You did. Against my advice, you made Sky Crew the 13th clan. They rejected this, murdering hundreds of your people. And yet on the very field where they died, you decided to forgive the killers. But this provocation is proof. Blood must not have blood has failed. All that can stop this now is war.
I mean, to be fair, you can't just give up, like, after, like...
Clark?
Clark's opinion in this matter is not exactly unbiased.
Neither is yours.
Titus is right. I would do anything to save my people. You know that. But I know them. Not everyone agrees with Chancellor Pike. Kane doesn't. Octavia doesn't.
Your people did not vote for Kane.
Some of them did. We need to give them time to see that they made the wrong choice and fix it.
And you believe your people will take him out themselves?
If they don't, if instead they use this time to plan their next attack, we must act now, Hedda. Make an example of the 13th clan. Show the other 12 what happens when they defy you. You got them back when you killed the Ice Queen, but the coalition is still fragile if you don't act now.
I do feel like Lexa this season has been a lot different than last season.
Today I call upon the armies of the 12 clans to march on Arcadia.
She's been a lot more
Not
receptive
to attack,
to everything Clark has
to
said.
contain. We will blockade the 13th clan. We will keep them from the lands they wish to possess. We will give them time to take out their leaders from within. Once they rise up against them,
And we will welcome them back as one of us.
You heard the commander. Send riders. Tell your armies to set up a buffer zone around Arcadia. 5 miles should be enough to keep them away from our villages. What are their orders, Hedda?
any sky crew caught across the line will be subject to a kill order.
I do not understand. How is this vengeance?
It is not vengeance, my brother. It is justice.
Sky Crew killed my sons and my brother.
I mean, you
and
could
my
have
wife.
listened to Octavia, though.
If the spirit of the commander will
You
not
could have
protect
left.
us, then what will?
You mind yourself, Semet.
Well, now you can be with your family.
Blood must have blood.
Step away from your instruments right now.
I own the space station, Commander. You don't give me orders.
I do now that I know the nature of your research.
You told him?
The people of the Ark deserve to know what we're working on before we bring it on board. Today is Unity Day.
Listen to your system, Doctor.
Okay, please just stay out of this, Commander.
For 2 years, I've done everything humanly possible to keep this boat alive. And now I find out that not only did an artificial intelligence that you designed end the world, but you're still working on it. Listen to me, Doctor, and listen good. We're set to begin docking maneuvers in 2 hours. 13 space stations becoming one, possibly the greatest feat of engineering in human history. All designed to ride out the nightmare that you created.
I understand the stakes, Commander.
Do you?
Yes.
Good. Then you'll understand why there's no way in hell I'm giving a potentially genocidal AI access to what's left of the human race.
I agree with him. We can't join the Ark until that thing is...
That thing is what will save us.
Why though?
Allie 1 didn't understand what it meant to be human, yes, but Allie 2 will. It's designed to interface with humanity on a biological level. It will understand the value of life by coexisting with us. Okay, Commander, let me ask you this. Do you honestly believe that there are enough smart people on these 13 stations to save us? That their calculations are right? That there is enough air to last 2 centuries? Enough food? Will run all the possibilities. She'll see the mistakes before we ever make them. It will know our wants and needs because they're its wants
I feel like
and
you
needs.
haven't learned.
The code is in that crystal matrix.
No, please. Killing it is killing us.
We will need the prototypes and the system's hard drives too.
Gather it up. I'll be right back with something to float it in.
Get the hell out of my lab. Get out!
Joining the Ark is our last hope.
You can't stop this.
Listen, Becca.
Becca, what are you doing?
Security protocol initiated. Door sealed. Override clearance activated.
When Hedda, blockade goes into effect at dawn, I've made arrangements for you to take one of our fastest horses.
Thank you. Actually, I've asked Clark to stay in Polis as my guest.
Clark, will you excuse us? On this sacred day, I beg you to remember my teachings. Love is weakness. To be
You're the one that taught her that shit?
I will not hear this again.
Yes, you will. Your feelings for Clark put both of you in danger. Your kill order must be fully enforced. If you care for Clark, you will send her home. It is the only way that she will be safe. Don't make her pay the price for your mistakes, as Kostya did.
That was the ice cream.
Askeda cut off Kostya's head and delivered it to my bed. And still, I let them into my alliance. I am more than capable of separating feelings from duty.
Sorry, Lexa. I didn't mean to offend you.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. Screw you, dude.
But you also mean well, and I know that. Teacher.
May I make arrangements for Clark's departure?
That's up to Clark.
Jeez, Murphy, you got completely owned.
Is there exactly what you want to know about the chip, okay, please? It has something to do with Polaris, right? This is the space station it came down from. I can show you. Please, I can show you.
I'm guessing you think it's Polis because the A and the R, they burned off during re-entry. Do you see?
All I see is a man who'd say anything not to die.
That may be true. But so is this. Polaris, that's part of our story, too. It was our 13th station.
My faith has got nothing to do with yours.
Trust me, I have no faith. But look, I can prove it to you. The end of the world. The mushroom cloud. That's why we had to stay in space. You guys call us Sky Crew, right? That's why. Polaris, as the story goes, was the only station that wouldn't join Sky Crew. So they blew it up.
It's a novel concept. Continue.
Anyway, I'm thinking that maybe this person, she somehow got out in time. Right, because look, here she is again. She's there, surrounded by all those, I don't really know what those are.
The first not bleeder.
Not bleeders. And there she is. This woman who fell out of the sky, right? I mean, that's just like us.
It's nothing like you.
Becca, I need you to listen to me. I just received an emergency message from the American station. Both the Russian and Chinese are threatening to stop docking maneuvers because we have. Becca, are you listening to me? Alpha Station is threatening to open fire. If we don't get back in line in the next 60 seconds, they will make an example of us.
Commander, if you don't want them to fire, then begin the maneuvers.
We've been through this. The moment we dock, your AI infects the other 12 stations. That's not going to happen. One way or another, that thing dies today. Now open the damn door
we'll just
so
cut
we
it.
can float this thing and get on with saving the human race.
I am saving the human race.
What are you doing? I know you want penance for what Allie did, but this is not the way to get it.
You're right. I do have a lot to make up for. Let me save us.
Polaris, this is Alpha Station. Last warning.
Tell Commander McAdams to start the maneuvers. This is his call. Not mine.
10 seconds, Polaris.
You're just letting
Becca, you already have
them
the
get
blood of
killed.
millions on your hands. Is it worth risking the rest of us just to prove you're right? 8, 7.
This is not what I wanted.
Becca, what are you doing? 4.
She's taking the pod.
3. As soon as it's away, initiate maneuvers. 2. Supply highway, sir. Alpha Station, this is Polaris. We're commencing docking maneuvers. Negative, Polaris. If we're going to survive up here, extreme measures will be required. Let this be a lesson to all Federation stations. God rest your souls. And God help ours.
Okay, so that's the thing that was in the basement there
She
with
told you can stay, didn't she?
Goofy. I don't know if it was
What
the
did you say?
basement.
Nothing. Clark, we both know that Pike won't obey the blockade. We need to stop him before more of our people get killed.
What if I can do more for them by just staying here?
You can't, Clark. We don't have time for this.
I mean, she's done a lot by staying here.
We need you. The kill order goes into effect at dawn. You have an hour to say your goodbyes. If you're not there, you're not the person I thought you were. When do you leave? Now.
May we meet again?
So much for leaving now.
Murphy?
He's alive.
What did you do to my friend?
A friend was caught stealing from people on their way to the Polis market.
Hey, you're okay.
Please don't do that. I'm sorry it had to come to this, Clark. Truly I am.
Look, I'm leaving. Right now. Octavia's waiting for me. Just let me take Murphy and we'll go.
Wish I could. Lexa would never execute her duty.
Hey, I just think she's gonna know it was you.
She'll think it was him. Sky Crew weapon. The hands of Sky Crew thief. She might even be angry enough to declare war!
Lexa!
shirt.
No, no. Help me get her to the bed. I need something to stop the bleeding. You're okay, just lie still, okay? Lie still. Don't be afraid. You're gonna be fine. Just stay still. There.
What the hell? You're an idiot. Why were you shooting?
Stay with me. I will fix you. Just stay with me. Get away from her.
Don't fucking you're the one that shot her.
Forgive me, Hannah.
Jag tror att bärs och klack. Svag äntligen.
Swaga.
Den dåliga jobb. Är nästan det jag kommer i världen när jag.
What the fuck?
Don't you dare give up. My spirit will find. No, I am not letting you die. There's nothing you can do now. The next commander will protect you. I don't want the next commander. I want you.
What the hell? Fucking stray bullet? What? Huh? What the hell, Thinker? You're an idiot.
Clark, I'm here. I can't please stay with you. No. No, I won't accept that. You're right, Clark. Life is about more than just surviving.
This badass commander gets killed by a stray bullet?
In peace, may you leave the shore. In love, may you
You look like a fucking idiot, Thinker.
safe passage on your travels until our final journey on the ground. May we meet again.
She finally lets herself feel something for someone again and then they get killed.
You must complete the ritual. Please, Commander's spirit must be passed on. This is my purpose.
Yeah, your purpose is you're an idiot. You fucking killed her. What the hell?
It is what the Commander wanted.
You know what else she wanted? Probably to live.
Igon place Theodon, Lexa, cum tricru, com play com heda, kigon.
What are you doing?
Sacred symbol.
Radiation level critical. Radiation level critical.
So you just take it off anyways. Okay. Commander.
I'm here to help.
So that's what she was doing.
What the hell?
What is that?
Quia nunc vale.
It's an AI.
Wrong. It's the spirit of the Commander.
I mean, it's an AI. Wait, was Lexa an AI then? What? How is there people on the ground anyways? I'm confused.
Check out! Take that Gerasto down. Head us down. May her spirit choose wisely.
So, was her name Becca? Was like the first commander? And like to ensure that nobody destroyed the AI that she created, she put it in... What the fuck, dude? Like... A stray bullet. Really? Really? I don't know. I think that's a little stupid. I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.
These things never useful.